Good morning. Welcome to Teddy Station TV on Sea on this lovely Friday morning. Pouring the rain down here. Oh, hang on, let's get out. Oh. Hang on. Oh dear. Oh. Hello. I'm back on again. Go on, what happened there? Everything's going mad again. Right. I'll say good morning to Tara. Morning Tina. Morning Christine. Morning Sarah. Deb. Mary Rose. Morning Sue. Like I say, right. Today we've got a very special guest on the show today. So we're going to be seeing him shortly. What I was going to say was, first of all, we had a delivery yesterday. There wasn't a lot left of the delivery, unfortunately. So I put as much as I could on the Christmas table. So I'm going to pop over to the Christmas table right now. Let's see what's on it. Over on the Christmas table, we have Kiddywink the goat. And there he goes, number 2. Oh dear. Over on the Christmas table, we have Kiddywink the goat. And there he goes, number 2. Number 3. We have this adorable bunny, Honey Bunny. Number 1. Number 2. And number 3. And Tootles, we've got 2 left this morning. Number 7. And number 9. Tootles the hedgehog. There you go. That's all the bears that's left from our delivery on our Christmas table. That's all we've got left. Oh, right. Okay. Just before we introduce our next guest, let's have a look. Do you realise I've been waiting over 5.5 hours for this delivery? This is a special delivery of Charlie Bears for Halloween. You've already left it? Well, where have you left it? Hyden Street? Wow.
Happy Halloween!
There you go, you guessed it. The head of Charlie Bears himself, William Morris. Good morning, Will.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Well, I don't know. I'm having a few technical problems this morning.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's the gremlins that are in the house, mate. That's what it is. And you know what? It's always the case when I'm in town. There's always a bit of trouble somewhere along the line. So don't worry about it. We just get around it.
I'll be honest with you. We're just doing it for a laugh. I'm enjoying it. That's what it's all about. It's fun.
Exactly. I'll tell you what. It was a lot of fun doing that Happy Halloween thing. And I remember we were at the trade show, Steve, and Steve had asked me and said, "Listen, Will, I'm doing this thing called." I'd seen the original cut, haven't I, of the Scary Larry movie. I said, "Listen, if you ever want me involved in that, I'm quite happy to do something." Well, what I didn't realise is that you're going to ask me to do it at the trade show in front of hundreds of other people. I'm stood there at the trade show going, yeah.
I must admit, it was about 20 takes, wasn't it, if I remember rightly? Because you kept moving your head. You had to keep your head still. That was the idea.
Yeah, lots of fun.
I won't say about secrets because I know you're like with secrets, and I know Charlie don't. So we might have a little secret. So we might be doing another production soon.
I'm in a real pickle here, mate. And I know that you've seen the 2021 collection, and it is literally there. Right? So therefore, I could spoil it for everybody. Charlie would come up here. It'd be a terrible Christmas. I won't get me turkey or my Christmas presents, So
no, I must admit, next year's collection is unbelievable. I will say, and I must say, we actually ordered more next year than this year.
It's just incredible, Steve, and to be kind of 15 years down the line and still be creating pieces that both Charlie and I get genuinely excited about is really exciting. So yeah, we're looking forward to showing that new collection. I think the the launch of that new collection, Steve, and this is an exclusive for you, is going to be sent out to the Best Friends Club members on the 28th of January. The brochure, and then I think the general launch is going to be, I believe, the 4th of Feb. So that's some big news there that all our collectors will want to know.
What I was going to say is that I wanted to mention how Charlie Bears have been really supportive to the stockists during the lockdown. I mean, I'm not being awful, but we've dealt with a few companies in the past, but I mean, yourselves have put up a stockist helpline sort of web Facebook page, and you can always phone yourselves up, and you know you're there. I mean, I don't know many companies, especially like yourself, coming onto this morning. I mean, it's fantastic. It's good support.
Thanks for that, Steve. I think the thing is when all of this this situation started, I think that I both myself and Charlie kind of sat there and said, listen, it's really important to be supportive of each other. And whether that's supportive of our retailers, supportive of our collectors, supportive of our wonderful key workers, you know, whatever it may be, the whole thing is cyclic. So when you have a problem like this, hopefully you get it back again. So, you know, we say to our suppliers, listen, can you just extend a bit more credit to us? And we say to our customers, listen, we're going to extend credit to you and we're going to give you some assistance in this area. And you know, one of the things that I knew that we had was, of course, we've got a lot of smaller retailers like yourselves. You don't have an accounts department, you don't have legal teams, you don't have social media experts and all the rest of it, whereas we do.
TV production company.
Yeah, well, this is it. Yeah, so whereas we have all of that. So therefore, it was a case of kind of sharing out our knowledge and helping along the line, which is what we wanted to do. So yeah, we were thrilled to do that, and I think that you know, something my old man always used to say to us is that together you are stronger, and that's exactly what we do. So well, yeah.
Another thing is from yourselves, this kind of inspired me to do the live TV thing, because I was doing it on my phone anyway, and then I wanted to add a little bit of, you know, add a video to it, sort of make it a little bit more interesting. It was because we go to a place called Potter's Holiday Resort, and they started their own little broadcast centre for the guests that have been there and when you're there. And then yourselves doing literally your own show now. And I thought, when I see this software that I'm using now, I thought, I'm going to do it. And I've just jumped in and had a go.
Do you know what, Steve? I think you know, there's a lot of people who are at home either isolated or don't particularly want to go out at the moment. And, you know, I know Charlie's in exactly the same situation. You know, although she's not completely isolated, we are kind of keeping her wrapped in cotton wool at the moment. And so therefore, it's really nice for us to get some kind of form of an element of normality, but also an element of fun. And I think that, I don't know whether you saw the videos of myself when I got stuck out in the United States at the beginning of all this pandemic. And, you know, I was doing a bit of a video log, a vlog with that. And, you know, it seemed that everybody was kind of enjoying it. So I thought, well, do you know what? I'm going to carry on with this and do a bit of life at home with Will and Charlie and all the rest of it. I mean, we enjoyed it. And I think that, you know, the more people can do it, the better, because it just brings a little bit of variety to it all. And also, one of the other things, Steve, is that, you know, especially where teddy bears are concerned, you know, being able to kind of come into your shop and actually choose between faces. I mean, you know, you were just showing us the table there with Honey Bunny on it. I mean, who is an absolutely adorable little bunny. But, you know, it's really important that you get because some of those have absolutely super cute faces, you know.
Especially number 2, the way it looks at you.
I was looking at the other one, see?
No, I'm a bit partial to number 2 there. What I was going to say is the other thing, it's like we met at the trade show, we met a few times, and me and Babs have actually been to the Bear House and with a few other stockists, and we had a lovely meal one evening, and then we had the cream, the scones. I remember that was nice. So that was a few years ago, but that was kind of we was a meeting, and I think that's where the idea from the Paw Stores sort of started. It was going to be called something else at the time, but now we're actually a Paw Store. Maybe you'd like to explain to people. I already found one of the advantages of being a Paw Store. I've got McKinley coming. I just found out yesterday.
It is.
And we're going to keep. He's a keeper.
He is. I'm just wondering how many of those are actually going to make it onto the market, Steve. I think one of them's certainly going to make it into your house, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. I'll say we haven't got many Charlie Bears, but I would say Babs has got the hedgehog, and I said to you, she calls him Fat Eddie. So that's her favourite. But McKinley is definitely one of mine.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I do like the big bears.
That one. No, in terms of the Paw Store, it was something that we wanted to do to recognise all of our largest stockers, our stockists and retailers all around the world. So the idea is that our collectors can quickly identify who are the bigger retailers for Charlie Bears. We have some very exciting things happening next year for the Paw Stores. I literally cannot tell you anymore, but there is going to be. You'll be very happy anyway, Steve. So there's going to be things that the Paw Stores get that we can't necessarily get elsewhere.
Gotcha.
Did I say that?
I've got a
I'm
question.
probably going to get told off to say that. No.
I'm just going to bring a guest in. It's the roving reporter Kenny from Havisham Towers. So let's see what he has to ask you.
I believe you're in touch with Will and Charlie at the Bear House, and I have a couple of questions that I'd like them to get via you, if possible, because I know all the cubs down there are very, very busy. I'd like to know at this time of the year if I have any relative Kennys out there, or if there are any relative Kennys in the planning. How wonderful it would be to get a small mini me. This would help spread the load, obviously, because I am working my little socks off for Miss Havisham these days, and poor Tatty Coram, well, she is the Cinderella of the 20th century. Yes, I know, poor soul. Anyhow, if you could possibly get a message to Will and Charlie at some stage, it would be awfully, awfully appreciated.
Well, thank you very much, Kenny, for that wonderful question. And of course, I'm a big fan of Kenny. I have to say, he's one of those bears from a long time ago. One of the kind of original, what we could call one of the original polar bears. Well, who knows, Steve? I mean, we've got to kind of keep our fingers well and truly firmly crossed for that one, because when he does come out, I should imagine that he will be probably one of the most sought after bears that I think we've made in a very, very long time. So, Kenny, thank you for that question. I'll certainly see what I can do. You've got a lovely posh voice, actually, Kenny. To be fair, I never knew you were so posh.
I was going to say it's Kenny there. They've just found out the Pink Flamingo is back open there after lockdown. So Tatty Coram and Miss Havisham will be having a beverage at the Pink Flamingo. I'm sure she's going to be popping onto the show at some point. So I'll be talking to Mrs. H next week, probably. Just see Michael just coming now. I keep calling him John, but I've managed to call him Michael.
Hi, Michael.
The ambassador, the Bearman ambassador.
Yeah,
he'll be live tonight at 8 o'clock. He's saying hi to you, William.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
Right, I've got a couple other questions. There's a question from Beverly. She said she's asked, "What is your favourite bear?"
Ooh, well, I think it's no surprise. My favourite bear of all time is going to be Ross. There's no coming away from that. He was my first kind of foray into the big bears. So I would probably suggest Ross. I think from this year's collection, I've got one of my favourites this year sat next to me, which is Tomoko.
It's one of mine.
I've seen him on your vlogs and videos before, Stephen. Thought, do you know what? He's absolutely adorable, and for me, holds a very special place for me because obviously I was lucky enough to be a zookeeper at Chester Zoo for the day.
Oh, right.
One of those characters that I managed to look after was the red panda, and he was in fact about this size. So whenever I see him, I kind of remember him. So he's an absolute, and he's a belter as well. I'm just going to give him a cuddle, Steve, because he is an absolute beauty. And bearing in mind that
you're making my one feel left out.
Yeah, no, he's all right, Steve. Don't you worry about that. So I think that Tomoko is probably one of my favourites from this year's general collection. And then I've got another little fella down here. Just give me a second. Another little fella down here. I'm never going to say just one, Steve. And I've I've actually noticed him over your shoulder. To be honest,
Oh,
I'm gonna let you try and guess who it is from the Bear House Bears collection over your shoulder.
oh, the little, the Labrador. Yes, that was Tracy's favourite. She was after that one.
Do you know what? He's absolutely awesome for the little kiddies this Christmas. This is an absolute must. This is our Caesar, and also don't forget we got a little brother called Thor. I don't know whether you've had him in stock yet or not.
No,
But,
Thor's not coming yet. I've got a couple of people to phone me up about him as well. So
yeah, so he'll be coming in soon.
that's
And,
the polar bear, isn't it?
some more big news for you, Steve. You got another delivery next week.
Oh, good. That was Babs's question, by the way. She's answered that already.
Yeah,
there was one last question I had from Roger, and he asked about: is there rumours of a third book coming? Is there a third book coming out?
Ooh, there is indeed. Yeah, it's in fact it's well and truly at the printers now, and
Okay.
so I both myself and Charlie used the opportunity during lockdown to write that. I love getting stuff down on paper, but I can't stand just being told to sit down and write things.
No.
And so it took me quite a lot of kind of oomph to get going with it. And actually, it's one of our QVC presenters, Debbie Flint, who does a lot of writing, and she just said to me, "Will, you've literally just got to get yourself a nice cup of tea or a nice glass of water or something like that, and just get on with it." And I did. I sat down and got on with it, and we got a lovely book. Probably going to be coming out in the second quarter next year, I would imagine. So around about kind of April, May time.
Okay, so that's good to know. I was going to say about writing. You're right. When I got a message from you this morning, I sat there to text you back, and I thought, "Oh, bugger this!" I just pressed the phone. I'd prefer to talk. This is what I like now: is chatting live. It's fantastic, and it's, as I say, it's helped us get closer to our customers and our stockists. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Our wholesaler.
If there's anything good that's come out of this, Steve, I think that's exactly it. You know, I mean, we were Charlie and I have been on a lot of the presentations for Australia just recently as well, and it's kind of unheard of. You know, we couldn't get out there and go and see our retailers and collectors on such a regular basis. However, you know, with this kind of technology, it's very easy for us to be able to do that and to get out to people, which is wonderful. So yeah, enjoying it. And I've seen your Christmas jumper there, Steve. What's it saying on there?
It's out with the lads.
Yeah, you want to be careful with them lot.
I'll tell you what. You're lucky you didn't get the Christmas suit on. Babs got me one yesterday from Peacocks. Just sitting over there, I thought I'm not wearing that this morning.
You know, anybody who's watching this, one thing I've got to say is that when you and Babs turn up to the trade show, it absolutely just lights up our day. You're always full of joy and full of fun. So thanks very much for that, Steve. You've been a great retailer.
I must admit, it was when we did the live ordering this year. We did it with Laura, and we were sitting there, and then Charlie popped in, and she said, "Oh, hello, how you doing?" And she was only supposed to pop in for 10 minutes, and we done the normal sort of two hour slot again.
Yeah, you can't keep her away. She keeps being told to keep away from it, but she won't. In fact, she's actually down in the warehouse right now, helping to box up people's orders. So you know, you think it's glamorous in this world these days, but it's actually. I'm going to be getting my yellow jacket on in a minute and going down there and giving a hand.
And your beard.
Yeah.
Undercover boss.
Yeah.
If anyone didn't see Will's little skit a little while ago, you can search and find that where Will goes undercover. That was quite fun.
Athleen, I've seen that. Where is Will's Christmas jumper? I had a jumper on the other day that said, "I can get you on the naughty list."
Yeah.
And, to be honest with you, Athleen, it was a little bit tight. So I've obviously had too many mince pies before Christmas this year.
No.
I'm gonna get myself a new Christmas jumper and take it from there.
Oh yeah, Virginia says I should put the suit on.
Yes.
Hang on.
Right.
2 seconds, I'll show you it. 2 seconds.
Yeah. I think we should definitely see this suit, Steve. So we're actually here in the Bear House at the moment, which is we got the museum, which is literally just through that door over there, and this is obviously where we do all our presentations for QVC. Look at that. That's a belter, Steve.
Perhaps I'll put it on one of the beers.
No. You can't put that on the bear. You've got to wear that next week.
Oh yeah, no, I'll probably wear it next Friday. We're going to do some more chats. I've got Sebastian going to be speaking to from Huglitz, and that's going to be in January. We're going to be supporting Huglitz, so that's quite a good thing coming up as well.
Yeah,
Bye, Paul. We've got a few
there's
more guests. A few people saying hello. Paul there. He's one of our good customers.
Coming up from Huglitz, Steve, next year, isn't there?
Sorry?
I said there's some exciting stuff from Huglitz coming up next year.
Oh God, yes. I mean that's going to be virtual as well. So I mean, everything's been virtual this year. It's like our virtual order, virtual chats. It's all good stuff.
Yeah.
And even Babs is operating the Facebook messages, and she's back at home in Shoebury. So this is the technology now is just way.
I've got to say, all right, mate.
What, mate? You haven't sat in?
All right, mate.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to do anything like down your area. I'm not going to start doing impressions. So I'm not going to get involved on that one because plus the fact you've got the Yorkshire connection as well. So I don't upset anyone up there. Well, there you go. Well, I think that's been a lovely chat today.
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed that, Steve. So thank you very much for inviting me along. And to all of your customers, a very, very happy Christmas. I hope you have get everything you deserve. And I say that in the nicest possible way because
Actually,
I sometimes deserve Christmas presents.
There was one thing. Beb said, "Do you know what you're getting for Christmas?"
Me?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Actually, I've been working hard this year, and I'm sure you're well aware that I am like that with Santa. And yeah, no, it's very true, and I'm gonna prove it very shortly. All will be revealed very soon. How close I am with Santa. So I've been very good this year. Actually, there was a couple of points where I might have slipped off the list a little bit. So I'm expecting good things, Steve. But it's all about fitness for me this year. So I'm hoping to get a little rowing machine.
All right.
And maybe some new trainers for the gym is what I'm hoping for. So and then Captain Puddlemaker, who's our little doggy, he's asked for a new lead and a new collar. So we'll have to see whether he's been a good boy or not, won't we?
Yep. Well, I'll have to wait and see what Babs has got me. I got me Harrods Advent calendar the other day, so that was quite nice. And then I got the Lynx Man one as well, so I can smell nice and eat more chocolates.
You can indeed, yeah.
Okay, Will. Well, I'll say thanks for joining us at Telestation TV on Sea from Southend. It was lovely to see you and your Tomoko.
It's
and
great
say hello to everyone at the Bear House for me. And especially to Laura for looking after us here, and also to James and. We'll catch up with our Disney chat a bit later because we know that might be. So I'm going to say goodbye from both of us. I'll probably see you sometime next week when we get another delivery. So I'll say cheerio. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.